High school student Shibasaki was well liked by everyone around her because of her kind personality and the genuine care she showed towards her students. One day, she witnessed a scene where a girl named Masono, who was not attending school, is being bullied and decides that she needs to help her. Shibasaki goes to Masono's house to try and talk to her. The words she hears back are completely unexpected. Hello and welcome to another manga video. Today's series is All My Sadism Just For You by Nanatsu Fuji. And as you can probably guess by the tags, by the title, and by the cover, this is a S&M Yuri series. Not only is it a S&M Yuri series, it is a S&M Yuri series between a teacher and a student. So yeah, let's dive right in. We start off right away with the scene that I'm going to have to censor from YouTube, where Masono is bent over with her skirt lifted up, begging the teacher, Shibasaki, to punish her. And then we get a flashback to how this all happened. So we have Shibasaki. She is a teacher at an all-girls school that everybody loves because she is always willing to help everybody out. Like as soon as you go to her with problems, she is willing to do whatever she can to help you solve those problems. And we see her, she has just helped mend the friendship between two girls. And she is just walking around the school and she hears this weird noise. And she goes to investigate. And she sees Masono having her hair being pulled by another girl. And she thinks, oh, this girl's being bullied. So she scares the other girl away. And then she starts asking Masono if she's okay. She realizes that Masono is someone who has stopped attending school. And she thinks that maybe it's because Masono is starting to get bullied. So she tries to talk with her, tries to see like, hey, what's going on? Maybe I can help you out. And through the conversation, we learn that Masono lives on her own, that it can be kind of tough, and that Masono's answers are also very one-noted. Basically, Shibasaki is like, this girl is totally shutting me down. Like, she's not engaging in this conversation. That's when Masono reveals that she has heard Shibasaki's name come up in conversation a lot. And that Shibasaki is someone that girls go to for advice, that Shibasaki is someone that will understand. They all look up to you so much. I think it's amazing. As for me, I'm just not very good at normal social interactions. You have some kind of method. And Shibasaki says, well, I just want to see the happy faces of those around me. In the end, maybe it's for my own sake. The moment what someone wants from me and what I want to do for them align, that just makes me feel incredibly good. And we see that Masono has kind of taken this, and maybe she's taking this in a different direction than Shibasaki means for it to go. And the next day, Masono does not show up to school. So Shibasaki's like, is it because she's being bullied? Because she used to show up, and then she stopped showing up, and then she showed up again only to get bullied, and now she hasn't shown up again. So maybe it's because she's being bullied. I should go find out what's going on. So she shows up to Masono's house with some treats, and she wants to basically find out the reason why Masono's skipping school. She says, I too used to skip school for the same reason as you. And Masono's like, really? It's surprising, you don't really seem like the type. And Shibasaki's like, yeah, it was in middle school. At the time, there was a teacher that was always there for me. That's what changed. She told me exactly what she wanted from me, openly without holding back. When I responded to her request, she was delighted, and that made me really happy too. Found myself wishing I could be like that, someone who can bring joy to others. So, as you can tell by the dialogue, Shibasaki is seeing this as, I too was like you. I was being bullied. I went to a teacher, and a teacher helped me out, and now I want to do that for my students. But Masono is seeing this as a different way, because Masono, her whole thing is that she's not being bullied, it's something else, which I'm assuming you can all guess what that something else is. So Masono is like, I wish I had someone like that too, because I've only ever been alone. Shibasaki says, in that case, let it be me. So come to school, I'll find a way to deal with the bullying. And Masono kind of laughs at this, and she's like, all right, I got it, tomorrow at school. In return, I have a favor to ask. After school, meet in my classroom, and don't tell anyone about this. It'll be our secret. Shibasaki's like, okay, that's kind of weird, but sure. So, next day, Masono attends school, classes end, and then Masono reveals, I'm not being bullied. It's SM play. I'm an M, you see. And she pulls out a dog collar, puts it around her neck, and says, I met this girl by chance on social media. We have the same hobby, and she's a sadist. We agreed to start an SM relationship on a trial basis. But she turned out to be a huge letdown. Most likely she was just a cringy girl going through a rough puberty. I could tell that she looked tense the entire time, so I found myself losing interest. So she wasn't being bullied as part of an SM play, and she misinterpreted Shibasaki's words as, "You're willing to do anything for your students. Are you willing to be the S to my M?" And of course, Shibasaki is like, "You're joking, right? Is that why you stopped going to school?" And Masono says, "Yeah, school's boring because there's nothing to make my heart race. But if you were to bully me, teach, I might come to school every day." And she lifts up her skirt. And of course, Shibasaki, as teacher, is trying to shoot this down. She's like, "What kind of stupidity are you talking about? What makes you think I'd do something perverted?" And Masono is like, "You're so mean. You've been calling me a stupid pervert." You can tell that Masono is like taking pleasure in this because she's an M. So Shibasaki is like trying to shoot her down, and Masono is just getting more and more pleasure out of this. And she's like, "If you keep talking like that, I'm just going to get more and more aroused." Shibasaki is like, "I'm leaving. I'm done here. Stop making fun of other people." And Masono says, "If you won't be my partner, teach, I guess I'll have to take care of my urges myself. If someone were to find a phone with these kind of pictures, I wonder what would happen to me." So Masono takes like pictures of like upskirt shots and stuff like that. And she's going to lose her phone somewhere so that someone will find it and rumors are spread. And of course, that would completely destroy her reputation. Masono's reputation, not Shibasaki. Shibasaki is like, I can't let that happen. Like, this is a stupid girl, but I can't let her throw her whole life away just because of this. So maybe if I like indulge her a little bit, she'll come to her senses and we could put all this behind us. So Shibasaki starts slapping Masono in the butt, and Masono starts enjoying this and tells her to do it harder. And Shibasaki does, and we just get some titillating shots. Yeah, this goes on for a while. And Shibasaki's like, "Did that satisfy you?" Masono's like, "It's just as I hoped. Teach, you're an S, aren't you? Teach, please make me your slave." And that's the beginning of this student-teacher relationship. And yeah, I'm hoping that none of my family members watches this video. Like, it's funny, like my family knows that I have a YouTube, but I don't think any of them watch any of my stuff, and I'm hoping that remains the case. Because I mean, I have a lot of like church-going members of my family, and one of them is actually a priest, so please don't watch this video. But yes, for anyone out there who's looking for a Yuri series, here you go. Here's a S&M Yuri series with a masochistic student trying to convince her teacher to be her sadist. The artwork is really, really good. I'll say that. I looked up the artist, and it turns out that they've done a lot of Yuri stuff, a lot of like explicit Yuri stuff. Nothing necessarily on the 6-digit webpage. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. I haven't seen. I think I looked them up just to see if they actually were like an artist in that regard, and they had like 1 or 2 things on there. So it looks like they mostly like do just very explicit and suggestive non-hentai stuff. But yeah, this is like as close to hentai as you can possibly get without being hentai. It's one of those series, so don't read this in public, obviously. But if you want to see an interesting girl-on-girl series, here you go. There's only 1 chapter right now, so we'll see how it goes, what direction they decide to take this in. But it's basically a reluctant teacher being the S to a masochistic student who wants the teacher to make her their slave. So there you go. I'll leave a link down in the description below, like always. I always have people ask, like, where do you read this? Usually Manga Decks, but I always leave a link down in the description below. So just look in the video description. There'll be a direct link to the page where you can read it for yourself. And yeah, if you're looking for some Yuri, some titillating Yuri stuff, here you go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.